I will pass it over to Ms. Mathis, who will now speak on the SBA 8A certification process. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank y'all for taking the time out your busy schedule to learn about what you can do with different types of certifications. Just keep in mind, it's just a piece of paper. You have to work that piece of paper in order to get that certification or to get that opportunity that you're trying to bid on or trying to do business with. It's just a piece of paper. Next slide, please. I am a business opportunity specialist with the SBA office located here in Indiana. I work with all the district office, so therefore what you're learning today is the same information of the SBA district office nationwide. There's nothing different, just a different person who's doing the service and providing to be your BOS, which we'll call business opportunity specialists. Next slide, please. Today, we're going to talk about how to apply for the 8A program, which is a federal program, and SBA is the only federal agency that holds this type of certification. As we go along, please ask questions if mine. You can ask them as we're going, but you can hold them to at the end. No question is a dumb question. That's what I tell everyone. In order to do business with the federal government, you must be registered in
Sorry, I think we lost her. She got muted. So please just bear with us as we just get her back on. 1 second.
Okay, we have a little bit of technical dissonance on my end. Sorry about that, everyone. You know how government technology is right now. So anytime you want to do business with the federal government, you must register in SAMS. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different, just FYI. Once you register into SAMS, you will receive a unique entity ID number, and then 2 weeks later, you'll receive a cage code number. This is to do business with the federal government. I'm different from the state. I'm different from the city. So doing business with the federal government and doing 8A certification. Next one, please. I don't read word from the PowerPoint, so I'm gonna make it real sweet and simple for everyone. The basic background of this program is for 9 years. The object is for you to learn how to do business with the federal government, learn how to do government contracts, take up 7J courses, and provide, and I will be your mentor for 9 years. You will have a mentor for 9 years. Next slide, please. The perspective of the program is we will measure your 9 years. This is a business development program. This program is not suitable for every type of business, so you have to think about it. And the total limit of contracts that you can win in this program is up to $4.5 million per contract. So you have to go out there and market yourself. Market yourself to those procurement agencies who you want to do business with. Next slide, please. Proactive self-marketing. Anything that you have that you want to do business with or you want to sell, you have to go out there, you have to identify who's going to buy your goods. You have to know that. You have to know the contract procedures on the federal government side because we're totally different with the state and with the city. Find your niche. Find that niche that's going to get your attention to me to say, hey, maybe that's someone I want to do business with. Let me meet with them a little bit more, and know how to go to events like the one you're going to now because you have to network. Network is the most important piece of owning a business and making your name known and how to get more business for your company and staying very successful. Next slide, please. The requirements for the 8A, you have to be a small business. Ownership, as always, in any type of certification is 51% owner or more. You have to be control and management of the business. So number 2 and number 3 play hand in hand. Business requirements. Every state have different business requirements. So it's up to you to find out what are the requirements that you have to open up your business and to keep your business up in compliance. Number 5, which is character. That's basically if you have good character. Hopefully everybody have good character, because I know everybody have little oops and ahs back in the past, which you might have to write up a statement. You never know. And eligible. Ineligible means that if you are a nonprofit do not pay taxes. So think about it. We are the federal government. So you have to pay taxes in order to bid on government contracts in order to do business with the federal government. Next slide, please. I'm gonna make your life real simple. I know there's a lot of information for you to understand, and you're gonna figure out, wow, how can I find out about this? What are the eligibilities? This is just a real short and brief. As we said it before, you have to be a small business. You cannot previously participate in an 8A program because this is a one-time deal, 9 years only. Remember, as Adrienne said, you have to be 51% ownership of the business and control, because this is a certified minority, which is your status, because with us in this program, you can only use your status one time. Because this is a one-time program, 9 years only. You have to have a personal net worth of less than 750K. Every type of certification has certain requirements. So we're basically using the same information when you apply with the city and with the state. As far as the eligibility and the net worth information is the same information. So you have to have adjustable net worth income of less of 350,000. That is your total of sales from your business, okay? And assets total of 6 million or less. What that means is it's like if you have a coat, you have furniture, you have jewelry. That is what we call personal assets. Because some people fill out the application and say, I don't have no assets. And the application get returned. And then you'll be calling, hey, Miss Mathis, I don't have none. Yes, you do, because I just told you. And the next one is to demonstrate good character. You have to make sure you have the potential for success. As I tell, in business for at least 2 years or more, because you're going to make my life much easier if you come into my program in my district. Because the goal is to make you very successful in the program, to show you how to do business with the federal government, hands-on. I will be a hands-on tool if you are in my district. I am your mentor for 9 years. Next one, please. This is how the program works. The first 4 years is development. Development means I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna guide you through the process. That's what I'm gonna do for the first 4 years, just like you get to your 5th year, you grown. You like, I know what I'm doing, Miss Mathis. I don't have to do anything at all. So when you turn that grade, when you go into the next level, like you get up where you go to high school, I'm gonna let you do what you want to do, because you still have to bring your eligibility. You have to submit your annual review on time. You have to provide SBA with any type of change of information. SBA must approve it. Remember, this is a federal government program certification. You must maintain your SAMs and your DSB profile up to date. That's mandatory. That's a requirement. Next slide, please. To begin with your certification, you can go to certified.sba.gov. And once you go in there, everything I just told you, I just try to make it sweet, short, and easy for you. Everything is still the same way that's there. I know sometimes you don't have time to read all the information. So my goal is to make it simple and easy for you. You must create an account in order to apply for the 8A certification. Your information will roll, whatever you have in SAMS, it will roll down to certified.sba.gov. That's the only way you can apply for this program. No ands, ifs, and buts about that.
I'm sorry, Ms. Mathis. I believe
Next slide,
Ivan have
please.
his hand up. I believe there's a question. Ivan, he put his hand up.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. I have a question about the SBA program. Is that like the same kind of process when you're doing business with like USAID and stuff like that? Is that the same kind of federal systems?
No, the 8A program, that's another contract vehicle that we use.
Okay.
That's a contract vehicle.
Because the reason I ask is because I'm in SAMS. My niche is generally very specific, trying to help people with disabilities in foreign countries. So I'm very interested in this. I'm in New York, so I'm gonna go and see the SBA office over here and see how that goes. I'm very interested in this program. Thank you.
Okay, where are you located at?
I'm in the Bronx, but I think the office is in Manhattan.
The office is Manhattan. So therefore, listen to what I just say. Remember, you have to have a service that the federal government can buy, a product or a service.
Okay.
Okay, think about that. Who's going to buy your service? So if you're in construction, who's going to buy a construction service? If you into doing IT, what agency is going to buy that?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms.
Yes, Ivan.
Ms. Mathis, another one. Zach, I believe he wasn't here when you mentioned it. He asked you what district you're in, but I believe you said, everybody has different districts. He's in Chicago or Illinois, I believe.
Hi, sorry.
Okay, on that side there, that's called our...
We'll get to you, Kinsley, we promise.
Okay, I'm in Indiana. So we do have the next office will be in Chicago, Illinois, the Region 5. We're in Region 5, Midwest region.
Thank you. And Kelsey, I believe you had wow, you're popular, Ms. Mathis. Kelsey, go first.
Yes, no, I'm sorry. Hi. This is the one you was referring to with the Zach. I had to go in and correct the email.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, because I came in on my phone. So that's why I was trying to get it clear. And when I came in, she was saying about the district. So I have been trying to reach out and connect and see what's what with the Chicago. So I'm new to this. That's why I was trying to see if possible, I can shoot you all an email or we can do something one-on-one so I can ask a little bit more detail because my situation is a little bit kind of scattered and I'm trying to make it come together. But I have been doing my own business for at least 3 years now.
Okay, we will share contact information at the end. So I will turn it back over to Ms. Mathis, but Kelsey, we will share some information at the end.
Next slide, please. Now, when I do these sessions on the second and fourth Tuesday of every month. I did this since October the 1st until September the 29th because this is the end of the fiscal year for the federal government. If you don't get nothing else out of how to apply for the program, what documents is required, these are the most important information that is required when you're applying for the program. 5 years of financials. 5 years, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 years of financials. Because if not, they will return your application saying incomplete and you didn't follow instructions. I'm just being honest. That consists of your business taxes, your personal taxes, a balance sheet and income statement, your W-2, a K-1, articles of incorporation. Now, let me give a little bit brief about that. It will ask for a most recent copy of your articles of incorporation. You need to have the original one when you first started the business, okay? And the most update, all you have to do is just change the date to 2022. A lot of people don't do that and the application get returned. Owner's resume, have a capability statement, And the last one is, I believe, will be your about past performance for the last 12 months. That's the 12 months, not a year, the 12 months within that year. Once you have all that information, go ahead and apply for the program. There's no fee to apply. There's no fee to apply for the program. Everything we offer is free with the federal government, so we cannot charge for that. And the last slide is, I believe, is my point of contact. No? Okay. Couldn't remember. This is the screen where you can apply for the program. Listen to what I'm saying. It's very simple, everyone. You go to our website, which is certified.sba.gov, okay? You say, well, I'm interested in applying for the program. Go to hit number 3. You hit the tab number 3. Once it's not in the slide because I usually go live with that part. Once you go to number 3, it's going to ask you to review the documents that's required. That's what the application looks like. You cannot go wrong because it's going to show you, you can print it out to show all the questions what's going to be asked of the application. And I think that's an awesome way to make sure that you provide all the right information. It's awesome. It's easy. Just item number 3, download it, look at it, do the checkbox. If you check yes, you have to provide an explanation for it, free information. I'm a federal employee, so I can't do it for no one. So, you own your own with that there. Next one, Ms. Adrienne, please. Here's my contact information. It doesn't matter where you're calling from or where you're working at. I am here to serve you and to help you any state that if you have questions. Just reach out to me. My service is free. And thank you again for participating in this event this evening. And thank you, Tracy and Jamaal, for inviting me. I appreciate that.
Wonderful, wonderful presentation. And we had somebody in the chat that said sam.gov website is a little challenging. Do you have any advice for how, if someone is having challenges with that website, where they can get help?
I can let you know how that website works. I can do that, Jamaal.
All right.
SAM.gov is a GSA platform, okay? So therefore, that's a different agency. So they are having a lot of technical issues right now. So what I tell everyone that if you having issues, they have a box to say, you can say, you can call it in. You can do our front desk, ask questions. So if you have questions, click on the link and it will work. They're just having a big backlog because they have a transition that took place back in April of 2022. And a lot of people is having issues right now. A lot of people. That's if Jamaal would show that for me. I'm not too sure, so I don't want to take nobody else's time up.
Yeah, if it's something that you're really, Janelle, it's something that you really need, maybe when we contact you after the workshop, we could give you some directions or contact to, to talk to that about that. So definitely feel free to contact us. We're going to have our contact info at the end.
Yeah, and also we appreciate the questions and feedback because this helps us plan out what we will cover next. These applications and websites do take a lot of time to go through. So if people are interested, we can do a separate video or topic or series on actually going through the website. But this is helpful information. Today, we're just going to be covering things at a high level today to bring awareness. But if you have specific questions, I definitely recommend checking out the sam.gov help ticket or help system, giving them a call. I've used it myself because I too experienced issues with the information transitioning between SAM and certified. But eventually it did get resolved and I did have to make a few phone calls.
And real quick, Adrienne, I gotta check with the boss. We got a couple of people that's asking, are we giving the slides or what did we decide?
For those who are attending, I definitely, if you're here, I want to reward you. So if you want to receive a copy of the slides, please drop your email in the chat.